I want to fly the drone here, get a nice like top-down view, but then you can't fly here.
You can't?
No. Whoa. Dog's there. What are you guys doing? I was actually wondering why there's so many squirrels out here lately. The lady was telling me yesterday it's because they're all trying to find, I guess, food, like the acorns and stuff, so they can save it for the winter. I was like, okay, that makes sense. It's actually quite a bit of drone-related stuff I read today. How about this one first? Sky's the limit as Calgary opens testing areas for drones and new technologies. So it says here, this is the first testing area in Canada for drones, autonomous vehicles, and other technologies. So they apparently built a field where I guess anybody could just fly there, just as a test and so forth. It's kind of interesting reading this though. It says, a downturn in the energy industry when oil prices took a fall in 2004 to 15 spurred the development of geospatial science. I mean, for me, it's great to see the tech evolve to have spaces like this. It's just kind of funny because people often say things like regulation and stuff is all about money. It seems like in this case, the motivation was about, like, say, economy and money as well. It's like, it's not even so much about things like, hey, let's be safe, or the benefit is more about, hey, is this going to be good, like, for the economy, like, money-wise? Now let's make, like, something for it. According to this too, apparently they had a site like that. Basically, it was so successful that they just recently decided to make it, I guess, a permanent area. So that's good, I think, for the country and all that. More adoption and stuff like that, where hopefully it'll trickle down to things like recreational people too, eventually, where people can fly it more freely. Because in many ways, it's just about getting people used to this stuff to not freak out about it, right? Although speaking of freaking out about drones, I guess by now everyone's seen that drone video that the Dayton Research Institute did of that Phantom 2 crashing into the plane wing and essentially just eating right through it. Well, apparently DJI has like a statement that they sent to them requesting them to take it down because they felt it was, I guess, misleading in many ways. It says here, it's distressing to see how the University of Dayton Research Institute has recklessly created and promoted a video that falsely claims to decept a dangerous condition posed by one of our products. Your quote, risk in the sky video, blog post, and media tour created a collision scenario between a drone and an airplane wing that is simply inconceivable in real life. As an example of this, it says, your video assumes a Mooney M20 light aircraft is flying at its maximum possible speed of 200 miles per hour and encounters a drone apparently flying faster than its maximum possible speed of 33.5 miles per hour. The plane could only achieve such speed at full cruise, typically more than a mile above ground at the altitudes where the plane would conceivably encounter a Phantom drone. It would fly less than half as fast, generating less than 1/4 of the collision energy. So that's actually fascinating to think about too. So was this video created, I guess, with an oversight? Like there's no way that would actually happen for real? Or did they actually, I guess, intentionally did it this way just to show people like, hey, it technically could destroy an airplane and all that, although it's a bit misleading. Because I know for a lot of the media and stuff, just from regular outlets, like even photographers, like I've seen in some channels, they're basically using this as, I guess, the holy grail to say, yep, for sure, these things can destroy planes just like that. So it'll be kind of interesting to see whether or not they, I guess, take down the video or basically retract it in any way. I was trying to think whether or not there was anything like that for cars, because it seems like people are freaking out over it, like the drones, like probably how they did with cars before. And I was actually watching this interesting video where it hasn't been able NBC doing a report before to show the dangers, I guess, of a car blowing up. And you can see basically they crashed the car and it bursts into flames and all that. Although I guess the company, they basically said, hey, you know, there's something wrong. And after they investigated it, they saw that the news station, they did things such as overflowing, I guess, the gas container, like doing things to make it specifically blow up, like in a big gulf of flames. And afterwards, when that was uncovered, the news station had to issue like an apology or something like that. So it makes you wonder if this drone situation is kind of like that, where it's embellished, like to, I guess, generate the buzz in that way.
Look what happened. At impact, a small hole was punctured in the tank. According to our experts, the pressure of the collision and the crushing of the gas tank forced gasoline to spew from the gas cap.
3 months later, NBC is forced to reveal their role in fabricating the news.
NBC's contractor did put incendiary devices under the trucks
to ensure that there would be a fire if gasoline were released from the truck's gas tank. We agree with GM that we should have told our viewers about these devices. We acknowledge the placing of the incendiary devices under the truck was a bad idea from start to finish.
That's our new policy, and we'll be right back.
I would imagine at this point too, that video is probably going to end up even like that fake video of the drone crashing into the airplane and all that, where even people are using that as factual. I would imagine that's going to be the case with this. Despite all the facts and so forth, this video will probably be referenced everywhere. So is the damage done, or will people be able to, in a sense, fix it? Alright, no gimbal errors or anything with the flight today? It's kind of funny because I was just looking up in the air, I was like, holy, what's all this smoke? I thought our house was on fire. I think it's just people having their barbecues. Alright, see you guys later.